Pass to Gasol. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, between his passing and his movement, I tell you, Gasol creates a lot of problems in the paint. Frees him up for some high percentage shots as a result.
Here's Bosh. No good on the three. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Gasol inside. And then Gasol with the jam.
Exactly what you want to see from Pau Gasol. I mean, being aggressive and attacking the rim.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Gasol. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gasol's got 6.
Inside, Gasol is deadly. I mean, his height means finding a shot this close, not too much work at all for him.
Now here's Carter. Here's Bosh. Miller pulls it in.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Morant with the bucket.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
High post Siakam. Pass to Christie. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Miller. Back to Morant. Got a piece of it. "35 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Yes, sir. Chris Bosh finishing with purpose.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Pass to Gasol. Outside for Morant. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Here's Bosh. Here's Christie. He's got 5. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Memphis ahead, leading by a point. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Hey, we're locked into watching some old school basketball here, fellas. Working the post to start it out, playing inside out. Looks like a game plan from back in my time.
Left side Carter. Siakam the screen. To the wing on the left. Off the mark there with a 3. Memphis leading. Gasol inside. Pass to Miller. Here's Randolph. Shot clock at 5. Doubled by Siakam. Here's Gasol. Gets the 3 ball to go. Gasol's got 7 points.
Gasol's confidence is something to behold. No hesitation or second guessing off the catch. That's really good work.
And the basket by Siakam.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Memphis making a switch here. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Randolph. Back to Morant. Here's Randolph. He's covered by Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
You look at his technique, his physicality, his skill being left-handed. Randolph routinely beats up defenders down low.
Morant with it. Siakam covering. Miller can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Leonard. That's too easy for Leonard.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Here's Battier. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Right wing. Here's Randolph. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
And the basket by Bargnani.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And he goes in for the dunk.
Go on and get up, Zebo. Randolph isn't going to win any leaping competition, but he knows how to finish around that bucket.
And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Over to the wing. Leonard on the wing. There's a screen. Pass to Bargnani.
And how about the defense from Jackson Jr.? Doing just about whatever he can to make shooters uncomfortable.
Here's Morant. Over to the left wing. Here's Randolph. 6 points for him. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Out to the right wing. Miller outside. Pass to Randolph. Here's Battier. Outside for Morant. Shot clock at 3. The fader. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And Memphis leads by 4.
Any points Battier gives you, I think, is found money. Shane is so good defensively, we forget about his offensive prowess.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Toronto shooting their first free throw this game.
Defensive foul. Ja Morant. First personal foul.
That free throw good from Lowry.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Timeout called. Memphis.
On the court.
46 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Randolph. The kick out to Conley. Gay outside. Here's Randolph. Outside Conley. Now here's Allen. Hits the trifecta. Allen's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Threes from Allen are few and far between. I mean, he doesn't shoot a lot of shots beyond the arc. It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Toronto shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Scotty Barnes taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Now here's Conley from deep. Gay. That one no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Memphis ahead. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Toronto trailing. Here's Christie. Pass to Peterson for the lead. Gasol grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Gay. And here's Gasol. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you can be overly physical with Gasol if you want to. It's not going to bother him because he's excellent at drawing fouls.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Raptors trail by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guy Scotty Barnes said my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Pass to Gay. Gasol with it. From downtown. Gasol misses. They set the screen. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. The insanity showing off his amazing balance.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Morant. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the left side wing. Battier. On target from range. Battier's got 5 now.
He's got that twitch. Battier knew he had to get rid of it quickly, and he did.
Outside Morant. Here's Miller. There's the drive. Here's Gasol. Off target with the 3. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Siakam. Back to Carter. And here's Siakam. Checked by Gasol. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Battier. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And the shot goes in. 10 points for him.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Down low. Here's Siakam. And Gasol with the block.
Great wingspan in use that time from Pau Gasol. Did a nice job affecting that shot.
Leonard with a double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Pass to Battier. 5 on the clock. Now here's Morant. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. McClaw attacking. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Carter on the wing. Pass to Bosch. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3. Bosch has got 7 points.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Bosch brings a lot of value with his ability to shoot the jumper.
Here's Battier. Back to Morant. And here's Gasol. Out left to the wing. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Carter with it. He's picked up by Miller. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Doug Christie. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
52 seconds left in the third. Outside for Morant.
Boy, excellent play that time on defense. Got him off balance a little bit and forced the turnover.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Battier. To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Sometimes you forget how athletic Battier is. I mean, he's more than capable of these throwdowns.
And Toronto calls time here. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto.
Timeout.
2-point game. And Toronto calls time here. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Siakam the screen. Out to Leonard. Pass to Bargnani. Lowry outside. Clock at 4. Here's Bargnani. Hits the three-pointer. Bargnani's got 8 points. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Memphis with it. The lead is 2. Outside Morant. To the left wing. Pass to Gasol. Miller outside. Morant with it. And he banks in the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Screen by Leonard. Here's Bosch. Back to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Marc Gasol. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've done some damage down there in the post, and they're converting everything on the block.
Bosch, such a huge contributor, comes up big in so many moments.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis making a switch here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Bosch. Knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. The shot no good. Toronto trailing. Carter with it. Guarded by Miller. And that one is stuffed right through.
They know Bosch can be lethal. That's why his teammates look to feed him often.
Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Christie. Leonard, right side. Outside Carter. He takes it in.
A focal point of this offense, Carter knows exactly how to find ways to get himself to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant looking around. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Morant. There's the 3. And Morant laces the triple.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Here's Carter. Driving inside. And it's slammed in by Carter.
There's no denying it. Carter is a guy you can trust to get it done in the biggest moments. Finds an angle of attack and goes right to it.
Pass to Gasol. No good from outside. minute 58 left in the fourth. Here's Bosch. Checked by Gasol. Siakam the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And then Siakam with the jam.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Siakam outside. Outside Carter. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
Now Morant. Pass to Gasol. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Misses the baby hook. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marc Gasol. That'll be a second foul of the game. A minute 6 left to play in the fourth. Here's Christie. Inside. Carter. Money!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Bosch. Kicks it out to Siakam. Outside Carter. Shot clock at 6. Some solid defense from Gasol. And here's Memphis now to tie it up. Count it! And tie game! Huge basket right there. And it's the Raptors with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Grizzlies call time here. So both teams making some changes here. He hits the first one, and that gives him a lead. Can knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Unable to knock them all down, but still, he puts them up by 1.
Back to Miller. Memphis calls timeout. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Substitution. Zach Randolph.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Randolph to take the lead. He's off from 3. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so